Joshua Van will be taking on Bruno Silva June 7th, UFC 360 in Newark, New Jersey. They were supposed to fight earlier this month. Bruno Silva pulled out. Ray Saruya pulled up and lost the decision to Van. Van is very active. This will be his 5th fight in 11 months. Bruno Silva is ranked number 12. Joshua Van number 14. Van has a lot of potential in the division. He's hard to take down. He's hard to hold down. His striking is really good, and he's just 23, so he's already very good and has a long way to go. We'll see if he can beat Bruno Silva, who move up 2 spots to number 12. Cesar Gracie says Nick Diaz is healthy and good. I guess some people were concerned about him, maybe. Diaz was supposed to fight Vicente Luque a couple times last year. In August, he was supposed to fight him, but he had travel issues. Then in December, he was supposed to fight him, but he pulled out. A couple days after, there was a video of him in the streets burning something. Danny Sabatello versus Shinobi Ota added to the Rizin May 4th Tokyo Dome card. Volkanovski recently shared his thoughts on a potential fight between Topuria and Makhachev. Given his first-hand experience against both guys, his opinion does carry weight.
Look, it just comes to, can Ilya catch him? You know, that's what is, and he definitely can. Ilya's very, especially with his approach, he really backs his strike and his boxing. He really knows that he will eventually find the chin, and he's stoic till that happens. You know what I mean? He is on task, and he doesn't, you know what I mean? He'll go, even if things aren't working, he's still going to try and find it. So I think Islam's going to be a tough matchup for him, because Islam can be quite defensive and safe. I think he's going to know he needs to play it safe with Ilya, because he knows Ilya's going to have that puncher's chance. I just think them later rounds, you know, is going to be very difficult for Ilya. Ilya can, if he puts hands on anyone, like if he traps them, you know, gets them where they don't want to be and lands a nice big shot, it's going to be game over. You know, I mean, he can knock out anyone, even in the lightweight division. But yeah, I just believe that probably would be his only chance, just from what I've seen, right? Like you hear about him having really good grappling, and you hear things, and you won't know till I see that at the highest level. So if he starts out grappling Islam or stop and takedown defense and things like that, then I'm going to be like, oh, okay, now I'm seeing something that I haven't really seen. So now then my opinion might change within the first round. But yeah, I haven't really seen that, so I'm going to go with what I know, and I know he can hit hard. I felt it firsthand. Like, well, I didn't feel, actually, I don't remember it. But it's but yeah, it's again, if he puts his hands, he can definitely catch him. So he's just as dangerous as anyone in that lightweight division.
Jeff Molina was suspended 3 years after failing to disclose injury of Derek Minna and placing significant bets on the fight. Molina disagrees with someone saying he should get a lifetime ban. My words were twisted here. I wagered on the entire card. It's how I made extra money on the side when I wasn't fighting, and all I do is watch fights. I had wagers on both sides of the fight, and my significant bet was less than $500. The only thing I'm guilty of was continuing a wager on fights after the UFC emailed us telling us to stop. Getting a 3-year suspension for continuing a bet 2 weeks after getting an email that said to stop is insane. McGregor can post his $1 million bet slip every month on a main event as a fighter on the roster, and no one blinks an eye. Def a double standard there. Molina's suspension is over on November 5th.
Shara Bullet recently said he wanted to fight Marvin Vettori or Roman Dolidze, and Marvin Vettori accepts the offer. He says, Shara, I accept the offer, so that's a good opportunity for Shara Bullet, because he's unranked and Vettori is number 10. Vettori's coming off a loss to Dolidze. Dolidze moved up to the number 8 position in the division after the victory. His thoughts on the next title fight, DDP versus Khamzat. He thinks the key for DDP to win this fight is just to make it past the first couple rounds.
You know, Khamzat is a very skillful fighter. Sometimes he can hit hard, and he is a hard worker. We are in striking style, we are like very similar. We just go hard, 100%. But Khamzat have a probably highest level of wrestling in our division. Great guy with great skills of grappling. Not super high level on the ground, but he has skills to finish anybody on top. And if he will manage, and I think he will take down, and he can take down Duplessis in the first couple rounds, and he will finish him in these couple rounds, I will say that Khamzat will win. But if fights will go longer, and it's also can happen because Duplessis is not an easy fighter. Duplessis, I'm not saying that he's easy fighter. Duplessis deserved to be champion. He did enough and everything to be there on top level. It's just styles, you know. If Khamzat will get job done in 2 rounds, Khamzat will win. After 2 rounds, I think Duplessis will take the fight.
Diaz has talked about how his perspective on fighting is different because of his real-life experiences with war. Coming from Georgia, he's seen actual conflict, so when fighters hype up a fight by saying they're going to war, he sees it as just talk. For him, MMA is a sport, not the same as real war, which involves life and death.
You know, a lot of guys we are going to war. Listen, these guys don't see the war. I see plenty of wars in my life. 2008 in Georgia, when I was born in 90s in Georgia, 2014 in Ukraine, 2022 in Ukraine. I saw a lot of bad things. People don't know what is real war, but and when these guys are going there and say, we are going to war and this and that, and I'm looking at their eyes and they are very serious about it. I understand these guys don't know nothing about it. If they want to see the war, I can take them, I can show them if they want. But I respect all of them. It's not like they are my enemies or something. That's why when I saw Marvin during weightings, I go to him, I said, Marvin, I was in Rome. It's an amazing city. I loved it so much. I loved Italian food. I speak with him. He was a little bit shocked probably. Didn't understand why I'm talking with him. But I'm not looking at these guys like my enemies for life or something. I'm a cruel guy. I'm going there because I know that they want to hurt me. And I try to hurt them also. But it doesn't mean that I'm mean to them. And it's only sport for me and nothing more.
Good morning, guys. Just wanted to give a little opinion on everything I've been seeing on social media lately. Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua.
I know that I will fucking beat Anthony Joshua's ass.
Just wanted to come in here and remind everybody that bum couldn't beat me when I basically had a broken hand. I had one hand and he still lost. Jake Paul, I'm still your daddy, and everybody weighing this fight up, don't bother, because he ain't worth a shilling. And the loss will always be there, Mr. Paul. Take it easy and have a good day.
This means my broadcast partner. And way bigger than me. Even with a bad neck. I don't want to mess with Michael. Anyway, I'm taking down Derek Lewis. If I kick him in the balls. Or trip him. And hope he doesn't land on me.
Paige VanZant just turned 31 and seems eager to return to MMA. After leaving the UFC in 2020, she explored bare-knuckle boxing, pro wrestling, and most recently, power slap. Despite her ventures outside the cage, VanZant has hinted at missing the sport that made her famous. With her husband, Austin Vanderford, now competing in the UFC, the fire to fight again appears to be burning even stronger. Given her star power and experience, a return to the promotion isn't out of the question, especially if the UFC sees value in bringing her back. Whether it's MMA, power slap, or another combat sport, VanZant remains a name that draws attention.
College red light therapy has been a game changer for my recovery this fight camp. When my body gets beat up, I turn to my Collar products to help me push forward. My favorite product is my PEMF mat. I love to lay on it after a long training session to relax and rejuvenate. I'm also a big fan of my Collar Red Light Mini 2.0. It lets me take advantage of red light therapy on the go and at home whenever I need it. It's the world's most advanced handheld red light therapy device and the first to have 4 wavelengths.